Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope everybody's had a good Tuesday. I hope everybody's had a shower in the last 24 hours because I know someone who clearly fucking hasn't. Wow. Have you not stopped yet to take a bath? I mean, my God, are you wearing the same shirt? Oh Lord, go wash your hair, boy. Your hair's greasy. It's just there's no rest for the wicked, I guess, over there. Weird. Anyway, so I hope everybody's doing well. Hey, Freeside. Hey, Secret Treasured. William, Lisa Marie's blonde hair, filled with love. Hello, hello, Hoop 3. Viva La Roca, Ashley Domingo. Hello, Just Beetle. How's everybody doing? So yeah, I guess I just felt compelled to come make a few things clear, abundantly clear, because it seems like, even though I want to start off by saying this was in no way ever. I mean, I just keep John wallowing, thinking that me and Sweets and Balt and Jen were like saying nice things about me. No, 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 no. We were stating what's called the truth, and unfortunately, the truth had us sounding like we were taking your side. But let me clear this up. The whole fight, John and Cody, was not about Debbie calling the cops on Cody because he has an active warrant. I mean, from what I understand, Debbie should have called Crime Stoppers, is what she should have done if she now. And let me retract that. This whole circumstance of what makes it gross is that you were going to visit Cody's mother. That's what makes it gross. That's the whole underlying theme that makes this gross. Okay. So it is a big deal if you were really, and by the way, Angela, your friend on TikTok, had said you were coming to watch the kids. She also said, John, that one of the little boys ran away after you broke his bunk bed. So it is important. It is definitely important, because if y'all were just ho-humming it up and going to Angela's for a good fun weekend, then and somebody decided to call in Crime Stoppers on you and call in an extraditable warrant, John, you know as well as I do, and I mean I don't know anything about much about laws and legality, but I do know that they don't extradite anybody for a misdemeanor. So talk about screw it up. You want to hear about one of your screw ups just now? Letting the entire internet know that your husband's charge is not a $20 pot charge. Because to me, it sounds like he's got some fucking felonies. Because why would they extradite a misdemeanor? And why would they extradite a $20 pot charge? So what I hope that I make it real clear. We were framed for doing something we had nothing to do with. And no, Maria didn't know the whole time and just sat back and watched us get roasted. Oh, and I want to also point out my little cash apps at the bottom. And as always, donations are never expected or appreciated, but I know everybody's watching over there with bated breath. So I want to make sure I make this as cringe and as obnoxious as possible, just like you guys do over there. Oh, and Rakin, girl, oh my God, I don't care. I'm going to strike people if they talk about my voice. Like, you sound like if Kermit the Frog had a fucking wife, that you would be his wife, because you sound just like a female Kermit the Frog. Anyway, don't get jealous, John. John Yates here. Anyway, but they played it over and over and over about this extraditable, I don't remember the exact verbiage. But the more he played it, the more I was like, what? That's not, you don't extradite people for a $20 pot charge. And another thing, John, if you want to get down to it, whether it was ethical or moral or what have you, maybe, no, it wasn't. But it wasn't illegal for Debbie to call in your husband's active warrant. How about you quit running away from your warrants and jumping from state to state and being afraid? I would never live my life like that. Is it because it's more than 20 days that he's supposed to serve and be done with this? Is that why this whole story is fucking convoluted? Because he's really like, did he jump bail? Is that what I heard that lady say? So I think, you've misinterpreted the entire reason that we're up here trying to find an answer. It ain't because you know, we're trying to be like olive branchish or big, it has nothing to do with that. And for you to come up with this story, John, that, oh, Maria did it because she knew how I'd react. What the fuck are you talking about? Are you that easily controlled, Puppet John? Is that what you're telling everybody? Is that what you're telling everybody, that Maria has that much control over you that you couldn't just like sit on your hands, bite your tongue, shut the fuck up, not hit the live button? You mean to tell me you don't have enough control over yourself and you're going to admit it? Okay. Noted. So no, she did not sit back. And I'm sorry that you're that just because you think you could twist everything and make it into your own narrative, that we're just going to all fall in line and start believing your bullshit. We stood up for what was right because Maria was getting blamed. And so were all of us inadvertently. So yeah, almost a week ago, well, whatever. It'll be a week Thursday, right? I sure did. Was it Thursday or was it? Anyways, last week, I sure did get on there and tried to get Paul to tell us who the fuck he was having to do this shit. And let me just tell you, when Maria found out yesterday, the first people she came to was us. Okay, so just to make that clear. And yes, we do have all the correspondence from earlier in the morning of the same records department you were emailing, John. How did they get it so fast? Well, the lady, I guess, once you triggered her to find the shit, she was able to email us back. And we've got it with the times. So don't ever sit over there on your miserable couch with your greasy hair and your 10 o'clock shadow with your shirt on from days ago, looking like a whole ass transient. Sit over there and tell stories about what Maria's done, what Maria did, her motives, whatever. And certainly don't sit over there and make Debbie, this older lady, make her think you're like, surely she's got more snap than that. You're not going to get anybody arrested. Again, if she would have called Crime Stoppers, she would have been given a reward. So explain how you're going to press charges on her for exercising those rights. Just because you've got all of those Kool-Aid drinkers and imbeciles over there snowed, you think for 1 second that it's got anybody tripped up over? Like, we literally laugh at you. Anyway, thank y'all for coming in, and hello everybody that's come in. How are y'all doing? Yeah, but I mean, it literally, and he played it over and over, like that Debbie said that the warrant was extraditable. Is that the word that was used? Again, and explain the whole process of exactly what would happen. So instead of like, I don't know, you're spending $30,000, John, on an attorney in the last 2 years as a flex, you know that pretty much probably could have taken care of whatever the fuck Cody needed for his warrants, and y'all could have traveled freely all over the continental United States. But what you did do is let everybody know it wasn't just a pot charge. So Cody's rolling around with felonies. And let me tell you how, like, nobody knows shit about Cody. We don't care about Cody. All Cody does is run his fucking mouth and put up with you, unfortunately. I don't know why Debbie felt it. I'm not taking up for Debbie at any stretch. I believe that this lady has dementia. I think she might be a little off her rocker, but the more I saw today, her sitting there cackling, and I've got screenshots of her in chats today of the shit she was saying. Heidi evidently knows for a fact that this lady's lied about having dementia. So no, I'm not taking up for her. But at the same time, she ain't getting arrested, John. I don't appreciate. Margot, did I see you tell me yesterday today was your birthday? Did I read that right yesterday? That might have been like the singular comment I actually read in completion, but I didn't even say anything because I was on mute being good. I might be 15 times deep, but I don't understand how the proof is Paul did it and that Debbie. Well, because Paul admitted it. And it did absolve Maria. But if it is your birthday, happy freaking birthday, Margot. Did I see you say that, or did I dream it? Absolutely, Susie. Anybody has the right to report those. So for you to sit over there and be like, I'm going to give you, it's like fucking, John reminds me of Mr. Smithers from The Simpsons. The more I think, like, he reminds me of fucking Mr. Smithers. And it's like Mr. Smithers is over there being like, I've got a deal for you. You know, like, ew. You're sitting there trying to trick this lady to come tell you shit or give you information to help you win your court case because you know you're fucked, John. At the end of the day, nobody can force you. Nobody, and I mean nobody, can force you to make death threats. Okay? Nobody. It's such a weird concept. Nobody can make you make death threats. Nope. Unfortunately, we as adults are expected to, be able to control ourselves, our mouths, our feelings, and our emotions. So, I would love for you to tell anybody's any body of authority that Maria made you deliver death threats on YouTube. I would actually probably go to whatever courthouse that is in whatever state it might be because I can travel interstate without any issues. And go watch that go down because that's funny as fuck. I would love to hear you, an educated man, tell somebody that Maria made you do it. Maria made me do it, Judge. What? Yeah, exactly. Good point. Chainley, laugh out loud to Rakin for helping John go after some woman who allegedly has dementia, maybe true or not. But while she whimpers about people hating her dry mouth because it's a medical condition, Rakin, I'm not talking about your mouth, your dry mouth. I'm just talking about it's your Rakin. It's not your mouth that's dry. It's your personality. Okay, dear. That's what's fucking dry. It's really bad. Um. So yeah. Oh, Margo, I'm gonna have to do my sexy Amber happy birthday. Like I was Amber and I was your friend. This is how you'd get every birthday song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Margot. Boop boopy doo. Happy birthday to you. And that's because I saw that trash bag in John's chat earlier too. Literally trash bag because she's been dumpster diving. That's why she hasn't been around. I think we should all go live and wear tinfoil hats. I do, because there's a lot of weird conspiracies going on. A lot. Let me think of what else do I have to mention? Oh, and I'm really saddened to see that literally the whole last part of his live. Yeah, he is blackmailing, and he even said, "I'm not blackmailing her." Yeah, you are. And then I literally heard Reagan tell Debbie to take the plea deal. Reagan, did you just tell Debbie to take John's plea deal? Are you fucking serious, Miss Highfalutin? I know my shit around the courtroom and whatever. I literally heard you refer to John's threat as a plea deal, and I fell the fuck out. Fell out. Also, if the comment made back in February, if there was anything to that, it would have been talked about before and after the comment was made. But I see you put that up, and there's no conversation after the initial comment was made. Things were said as jokes and in jest in front of a bunch of women. But the bottom line is nothing was ever acted on. It was said out of anger, out of impulse, what have you. But nobody ever fucking did anything to you, John. I don't get it. What? Oh, if that's the case, it's for violation of probation and skipping bail. I'm passing on a message there. Oh, well, then there we go. The mystery fucking solved. So it wasn't a pot charge, John. You lied. I mean, whether or not you told the truth about the police showing up, there are so many fucking lies around that one instance, and you're not getting out of them. You're still a fucking liar. You're still a liar. So it wasn't for a pot charge at all. It was for violation of probation and skipping bail. So no wonder he's to serve time. Because that's usually what fucking happens. Interesting. Oh, is he? Good. Muzz, are you free right now? I don't think you can do that. Not while I'm live. And y'all know. Hi, everybody coming in. Health, Wealth, Hope, Jindy, Kelly. Wait, what, Kelly? Lots of things were said in that group chat. Accusations of racism, drug addiction users, and so on. Doesn't make any of it true. That does make more sense, doesn't it now, Lori? You're literally a fugitive, Coaster. And you've got John sitting there over and over and over and over talking about your mother and her condition, using it as a ploy to victimize and further vilify people he doesn't like, and ultimately win his court case that he spent $20,000 of other people's money on. Got it. Fucking got it. Hey, Muzz, are you able to strike, because do you have those rights? So he is a fucking fugitive. And nobody would have known that if you didn't play it over and over and over and over and over today. No, I didn't say that, mermaid. I didn't say that at all. I've been on the whole rampage that it's not right. But for John to say that we had the duty to stop somebody from doing a bad deed against him when I know for a fact it would not have been reciprocated at all. That's not all anybody. None of us had anything to do with it. Nothing. Maria was asked. She said no. So now Maria's supposed to have this huge obligation to then alert the masses and give John a warning shot. No, she said, I ain't doing it. Sorry. For all she knew, Paul wouldn't have found anybody to do it. It's not okay. But in the eyes of the law, it is. So for him over there to be threatening people, saying they're going to be arrested for reporting a fugitive is asinine. Oh my gosh, I got two cats. Thank you for the cash apps, guys. Both of you who I know don't like to be shouted out because everybody's been forced to listen in the fucking bushes. But thank you both. I just saw it. You got that right, Margot. It is sick, Viva. It is absolutely sick. But like, I can't tell you how sick I was, physically ill, when John was emailing and calling and playing said emails or calls and voicemails with my job. Like, who fucking does that to somebody? Again, I was none the wiser to any of this stuff until the day that it happened and he went live shooting off his mouth. So can you imagine being in everybody's position that have no idea about any of this shit and they're getting threatened because of it? So fuck yeah, I'm going to stand up and be like, y'all need to fess up and say who did this shit. But at the same damn time, you're not going to sit over there, John, and threaten people and say it's against the law to report your husband that's a fugitive. Well, it looks like I just got the entire report. Yeah, I do. I absolutely. I hope she gets well, but Angela, he was never going to their house, and I feel like he's used his poor mother, Cody's poor mother, for a way to exaggerate what happened. It's bad all the way around. Absolutely, it should have never been done, especially when they think that he's going to see his mother that's sick. That's bullshit. Again, let me stress that. I'm not stepping away from the fact that it's not fucking cool and it should have never happened. But what I will say is that under any other circumstance, and again, still being morally and ethically wrong, it's not against the fucking law. I mean, no matter how you want to chop it. Then why was he able to? He doesn't have felonies. I can't read to the person that just sent me that report. I can't read it because it's too small right now. Does it indicate? Let me see. Hello, can y'all hear me? Wonder if Chody's mom knows Joe Why told the internet she's a liar. Really? I must have missed that. I know, that's what I'm saying. Can y'all hear me? Put a one in the chat if you can. Okay. I feel like that Cody should be pissed, honestly. All right. Thank you. I'm glad. I don't know what messes up. I feel like that, and Cody should be pissed. I mean, I really feel like they're using this because there was never, in my opinion, John, and prove me wrong. You know how I know? Not only did Angela say you were going there to watch the kids, not only do I know that one of them ran away in your care, and not only, and I know that, and I know that your mother-in-law did not say there. A conversation would have been totally different. She acted like, no, I haven't heard. She acted like she hasn't seen or heard from her son in forever, much less the normal thought. If a police officer comes to my door and asks if my daughter's going to move out soon for college, and like, if a cop comes to my house and asks me where she is, and this could be till she's old and gray. Anytime a cop comes to ask where my daughter is, I'm going to freak out and tell him everything in the true form and fashion because I don't know why he's coming there. Is he coming there to tell me something's wrong? Why would his mother have no direction in that conversation with that officer? Yeah, my son's on his way down here. What's wrong? For all she knew, an accident could have happened. But that's not how that conversation went. Oh, and I agree with that 100%, 110%. Paul and Debbie had zero grounds to do any of the shit that they did because there was 0% stalking or anything done to Debbie. There was some shit talking here and there. Same with Paul, nothing major at all. That's what pisses me off about it, that both of those people sat there and let people take the fall for the shit that they did. But even, it's never justified, but with really no motive, Absolutely. I'm not, after finding out that lady's been going around lying to people about having dementia and using it as a tool to be able to lie and just do some fuck shit. No, I'm not taking up for that lady, but she didn't commit any criminal acts. Yes. Angela mentioned it on her TikTok live that John was watching the kids, and the little boy ran away. She told everybody to buy memberships and that she would spill the tea on her subscribers only live stream on TikTok. You know why Cody's not pissed off at John? Because Cody represents his mother for not giving him, resents his mother for not giving him some of her money, and he feels entitled to do this for money. I don't know about that. I just feel like in my heart of hearts that's what the bigger picture is, that the whole shift of where they were going. And let's not forget, John, are you going to talk about the fact that you took a picture in a car with a white hood in Miami, and in the same time, like, how many hours chat was it since that he passed around there, posted that picture being in Miami, that he was literally sitting in between two bunk beds behind a wall at Angela's? I'm sorry, but this matters. Why does it matter? Because when you make it into, they were going to see Cody's mom because she was ill, that takes a whole different take on the situation. Because, yeah, doing that and during a time like that, doing it at all shitty, especially for the reasons she gave. But any citizens of the United States are entitled to call and report people with open and active warrants. Period. They don't even have to have a reason. Is it okay? No. Would I do it? No. I wasn't even approached. But let me tell you what, if I had been approached and I said no, do you think I would have fucking dared, sounded the alarm and told anybody, or told John? I would have told my friends. It is not anybody's duty or obligation, especially after what this man has done to any of us, for us to give him any kind of warning. I don't even know this Debbie lady. I've seen her. She used to be in my chat. I've seen her say some weird ass shit. Then Maria told me she had dementia. I just believed it because I'm not going to argue with anybody. But then today I found out a whole different side of the story. They went to Florida to go to Buc-ee's, not to see Cody's mom. So does he have a picture other than the hood and the stoplight? And how far is Angela's from the Florida border? He had a warning in the warrant that he knows he has. That's true. Nurse Jen, she said she had sundowners 3 years ago when Amber called her out for trash talking her. You know as well as I do that dementia progresses. It doesn't maintain. You don't maintain. That's true. And I don't know. Ooh, I had me a Buc-ee's chopped brisket sandwich the other day, girl. It was so good. Irish lass. But if this lady Debbie's, I'm well, I said, the point being scared and manipulated to call it, please. Yeah, I agree. And I'm not commenting on anybody. I'm just saying there are very, very huge conflicting stories. How am I supposed to strike when I can't get off my live? I'll tell you what. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on one second. Oh, it's okay. He's being struck right now. Buc-ee's is a huge ass convenience store, and they're awesome. It's got food and all kinds of stuff. Take the plea deal. Take JY's plea deal. Hey, Angie. No, they probably went to Florida to take a picture saying they were in Florida. That's what they probably did. I know. I see that. All right. She did. E11. She said, Debbie, I would take this plea deal if I were you. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, this is just, I've had enough. Y'all are fucking weirdos. Geneva, you're a weirdo sitting over there. Oh, God. Yeah, you're showing. Look at you trying to intimidate a witness, John. Isn't that what you would say? So is he playing me at in real time? Is he playing what I'm saying right now? Because that's a no-no. Hey, could you do me a favor and grab the link? Do me a favor. Would you grab the link for me, please? Oh, he is playing it in real time? Okay, noted. Can y'all hear me? Sorry. Okay, so yes, that link. Okay, let's see here. Well, there it is. And if I dare, I don't, dementia usually is not only does it progress, but it usually typically, and I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, quickly progresses in a lot of patients. So was that a cop out that she used when she was scared of getting called out by Amber? Like, because I have to agree, like, I mean, I don't hardly see that lady because she stays in Sofla's chat and I don't ever go in there. But from what I saw of the activity today, and like, I don't know. I just, I've heard there's some people that strongly believe it, some people that strongly don't. I can't give either way about it because I've never really spoken to the lady except in chats. I don't know who is her caretaker. I think she had told Maria at one point. Did she tell you? I don't know. I don't even want to speculate because I don't know the full 411. What I'm trying to say is, Today, the responses in that chat did not seem like anybody that even had a shred of remorse, okay, much less any kind of deficit. So that's all like now that I'm looking, I'm like, okay, could I see somebody with dementia carrying on like this in a chat? And the answer is, I mean, it would be really rare. So he's playing my live while I'm live at the time that I'm live, not even with a lag. That's really ballsy. I guess he's going to delete it because he's going to get struck. She gives money for her attention. If she had a caretaker, she wouldn't be able to give people money. Oh, mermaid, I see. But I mean, to be fair, sundowners though can happen. It doesn't always have to happen at night, right? It can happen during the day as well, especially if you move a patient that has dementia into a different environment. Like, for example, when they go in the hospital. So I, all I know is that I was shocked to hear, or shocked to see, what I saw today in that chat. Sundowners also could occur acutely in a change of setting. I mean, mermaid in the ICU knows she's an ICU nurse. I used to be an ICU nurse. It's a very common thing to happen. He is absolutely lying about what I'm saying. What is he saying? What's he saying? I'll be so interested to hear as I strike his ass. Oh, I do too know how to strike. Yeah, I do. Then I'm going to. In fact, I have a half mind to get off of here now and the king of spin, isn't that correct? But I'll be home soon, so. What is it that you said? It's not against the law to lie to a cop. Okay, first of all, I said it's not against the law to call in your husband who's jumping bail and revoking probation. In fact, had she called on a tip line, she would have been compensated for that if there was an arrest. I'm sure you're familiar with Crime Stoppers. But again, I believe truly it was for nefarious reasons. Yes, I do think that. But guess what? People that call into Crime Stoppers could be your ex-boyfriend, your disgruntled baby daddy. It could be your estranged sister. It could be fucking anybody who has tons of motive to call. In fact, I guarantee you that's probably the majority of the people that do call in Crime Stoppers tips. I can't strike when I'm live. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna see what I have to do really quick so we can do this in tandem. 1 second, please. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay. Oh my gosh, is my name coming up as Brooke? That's weird. That's because I had went on somebody's live and that my name, it had made me enter my stuff. It just says Brooke. Anyway, so I'm trying to see what y'all are saying. I don't know. That's crazy town to me that he's gonna he wants another strike, but it is what it is. So basically, in a nutshell, because I'm probably going to jump off of here. Yeah. So anyway, in a nutshell, was it right for Debbie, under false pretenses, I'm sorry, lying to the police and doing all that, with colluding with Paul and nefariously trying to get John and Cody not to see his mother? That is just atrocious. Okay, it really is. It's just fucking atrocious. However, they, in my opinion, were never going to his mother's. They were going to Angela's all along. They got the text when they were at Angela's and decided to capitalize off of it. And here we are, in a nutshell. There's all kinds of little intermingling lies within this story, and nobody wants to ask any questions. And I don't care, like, regardless, for those warrants, for Cody to be able to be extradited, you lied about that too, as it being, oh, it's just a little pot charge. No, it wasn't, because it never made sense. The fact that y'all were, all this fear about going to Florida, all this shit, it never made sense in the past. But now it does, because it's not just a little pot charge. I have no ill will for his mother either, and I pray she gets better, and that's the truth. I really do. I also wish her son-in-law, whom she obviously, by John's own word, doesn't like already, would stop also capitalizing on her sickness to further gain his clout, notoriety, and paycheck on YouTube. It's fucking gross. He's an Amber motherfucking Junior. I don't know if anything much more gross that you could use on YouTube is the big C and sickness, and the way he's putting it is so rude to keep saying in front of Cody. Like, no positivity towards it, no uplifting whatsoever for your spouse and his mother. No, because we got to make it sound bad. That's just as bad, in my opinion, as using God, Jesus, and the Bible for money, super chats, clout, notoriety, whatever, on YouTube. No, I agree, Susie. Yeah, even lied about the charge, because it's really jumping bail and probation revocation. So again, it matters when you don't tell the fucking truth about stuff. He just said it was DUIs. Well, there you go. Finally. Has he said that all along, or is this a brand new revelation? But what happened to the $20 pot bag charge I've been hearing about incessantly? Maybe, Sparrow. That would be interesting. Again, now that's where he'd make some money. All these great ideas that they're just too good for. Dumpster diving, too. No, actually, might be not too bad of an idea. DUIs, huh? Hey, sweets. Hey, everybody coming in. And again, I'm sorry if I missed you guys. So it's not just a little bit. It didn't make sense. Then does Cody have a valid license? I would think he would have to. Is that why y'all fucking DoorDash together? Wait, no, that wouldn't make any sense. I don't know. I would hope so. He's a DoorDasher or an Instacart driver. I would think that within that system, you have to provide all kinds of legit proof. But They do say they take one car, which never made sense to me, and they do it together, which never made sense to me. You'd think that you would double your money by riding 2 different cars. Because Margo, to answer your question, because C was at this. I mean, even today, from what I understand, was white knighting for them. I mean, John has like thrown jabs at Siwa, gone off on Siwa, said he doesn't fucking like her, like all kinds of horrible shit, and she's still just hoping and praying that John will give her his friendship back. It's such a pathetic sight to see. Did anyone ever fail to pay a ticket on time when losing a list? I sure did. Doing it once to grow up. I mean, I know. Or furthermore, take that money that you just hired an attorney for. You hired an attorney for a spectacle on the internet. Because, John, you're not afraid of Maria. Let's be honest. So you did this for a spectacle. And you could have used that money to hire a legitimate attorney to take care of your husband's affairs so that he's not restricted on travel. Today he said Cody has 2 DUIs. Okay, well, is that on a felony in Florida if you get 2? Or is the 3rd a felony? 3 strikes you're out over there? Wait, what did Napa say? Oh, where's she? DL was revoked in 2013. Wow, really? Would it say on there, though, if it had been reinstated? And if you get a revoked driver's license in one state, can you go to another state and get a driver's license? I'm sure that would come up. That would be true. Duh. That would be true. But, I mean, how did we get from $20 pot charge to 2 DUIs? How did Angela go from John's coming over here to watch the kids and you being there till you were going to his mom's? I get what they did was wrong. I vocalized that twice now on my channel, especially under the circumstance. But to hear you go on your channel, John, and say they all did it because they knew how I'd react. Oh, really? Really? No, nobody ever expects to hear death threats come out of people's mouths over internet bullshit. I can tell you that right now. That was a little shocking. And by a little, I mean a fuckload. It was shocking. So, for you to give all that power away and say you have zero control of your mind, body, and behavior is just astounding. I mean, but we all knew that. We already knew you didn't. As evidenced by years and years and years of watched and witnessed past behaviors. And I wonder how far. I mean, was it that far from Angela's to his mom's? I mean, was it like a doable drive, you know? That's a good point, though, 11. I mean, I know that he's been to Angela's at least, 2 or 3 times since I've known him. Yep, I agree, Jindy. Next time you decide to go see your mother-in-law, John, don't say a word about going anywhere. But that's going to ruin him getting money to go, though, you see. him mentioning taking off and going on a road trip somewhere is the dog whistle for all the hags. And yes, I used to be one, unfortunately, but you live and you learn. Thank you, Jesus. Can I get an amen? Anyway, now I forgot what I was going to say. Because, this is what it was. Don't say anything. Pack up and go. Don't say a word. I mean, I don't understand why you didn't use the green screen feature on your computer for YouTube when you were at Angela's. Like, wouldn't that have been easier than having to say, no, you're mistaken, it was just a coincidence? And by the way, I just saw that Cash App. Thank you so much, Virgilicious. I know you don't mind me shouting you out, but some people do. 6 to 7 hours, Nancy. Okay. Still, that's a doable drive. And to be completely honest, they could have said they were going home from Angela's and, kind of just played it cool and still slid over there and not have been noticed. It's not like people would have been calling the cops 24/7 in case you were actually there. I did. Thank you, Verge. Yeah, exactly, Chanley. So while I stand firm that I don't believe it was right, and to see fucking Debbie over there gloating and laughing her ass off in that chat, kind of changed my position on. It didn't really change it on vulnerability. I still feel like, a woman, an older woman, like that's. I don't know if she's married or what her situation is, but I think a lot of people can be vulnerable, especially a lot of women, especially a lot of older women. And it wasn't right to call and give fictitious reasons because nobody's talked about Stinky Fish or Debbie. Paul said it with his own mouth that he did it for spite. So knowing all these things, yeah, it had all of us pissed off, especially knowing that they were watching us go down for it. That will piss anybody off. I heard he was last spotted kind of close to Galveston, a town called Alvin. I saw that scrolling through TikTok the other day. Strangely enough, maybe he's looking for baby girl Emba. Why can't they pick him up from his own home? Well, I don't know. I don't know that they do or they don't. I'm not going to find out either. I'm not going to poke around and find out. But I would be certain that it made more sense. That it sounded like what she said is they could extradite him to whatever state from that state for whatever warrants he has open. But still, I don't think you can't call him. Obviously, the cops have been there. We can't even count how many times. I'm sure that they can scan his name and license and see what's going on in other states, and maybe they can't. About either way, I'm sure. It doesn't even matter. Nobody needs to be calling and trying to get Cody in jail. Period. But John also doesn't need to be sitting over there and saying it's illegal to do so. Two things can be right at the same time. I think that people close to him are pretending to be from over here and pretending to whistleblow, like with the messages from Vault. No way she messaged him. No, I don't. No. And there's no fucking way no way in hell. Okay. There's no way she would have messaged him to give him any heads up. And neither would I. Nobody would have. The truth of the matter is we had no fucking idea. And no, nobody withheld messages. As soon as Maria got the heads up yesterday, it was complete. She messaged us immediately, and let's see, and how we helped get to the bottom of it. Still get blamed. I know. No good deed, huh? No good deed ever goes unpunished. It is what it is. all I wanted to do is exonerate everybody, all of my friends, because it really sucks being blamed for something that you literally had no part of and no idea about. And you found out at the same time as everybody else did, but you're going to get your life threatened and your brake lines threatened and your windows threatened because of false accusations. And it's like a part of me, John, thinks that you know that it wasn't never any of us, including Maria. Well, I'm not trying to incite anybody to call the laws on Cody and John, even though they're back home. Seriously, I'm not. But I don't also think it's cool to gaslight people when you're in this position and, say, hey, only if you come over here, I promise I won't do X, Y, and Z to you. Like, you're threatening an older woman, John. Do you have any fucking shame? Seriously? Oh my goodness, I was going to leave, and now I see Ann Graham in the chat. Hi, Annie. I could not care less what anybody does with those two losers. It's just a sad, innocent woman was affected. She used her son's lies. She has used her son's lies too. Cody isn't innocent with his part. Oh, I agree. That's what I said earlier. I don't know if you're just coming in, Ann. The fact that the fact that Cody's not even pissed off. Y'all were going to fucking Angela's, allegedly, and in my opinion, and we're going to watch those kids. And subsequently, people thought you were traveling, that knew you were traveling, that you were going to see Cody's mom, because that would be what the, general assumption should be. So they did their bad deeds. And then you, in my opinion, utilized the fact that you got, notified about it from his mother to exploit her illness to say you were actually going there and you were having to go to Angela's, and it was all a huge act, in my opinion. In my opinion. Prove me wrong. Show me any text. I mean, you could have shown text by now of, hey, mom, on the way. Hey, mom, on the highway. Like, phone call, like, anything. Like, there's ways to disprove what my assumptions, and I'm only assuming. Oh, Jody, thank you so much for this super chat. I appreciate that. Ooh, you know what? Let's do a little super chat song, shall we? Is he still playing me? Good. Thank you, Jody B.
Scrotum with a towel, roll while laying down, which I've been doing. Elevate scrotum with a towel, roll while laying down, which I've been doing. Elevate scrotum with a towel. Elevate scrotum with a towel. Scrotum, scrotum, scrotum. Scrotum, scrotum, scrotum. Elevate scrotum with a towel, roll while laying down, which I've been doing.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Jody. Ann says, I think the possibility is, listen, and coming in hot. I wish I had my ability to play music. Coming in hot. Ann says that the real possibility is that she doesn't want those two METH heads at her house. I'm sure that's a possibility. I mean, she did tell the cop her son straight up lies. And then that's another reason Cody should be mad. Your own mom called you a liar. Thank you, Secret Treasures. I appreciate the super chats. Thanks, guys. Someone from this camp could have been the one that called, and y'all still would have been blamed. Oh, absolutely. But then and let me just tell you, she wasn't smart. I can't believe, and that's another question that I need to erase. Paul, why didn't you do a better job at telling her not to use her real name? Because, of course, they put it on the report, it was anonymous, but not on the call. Paul, why didn't you tell her to say, or even, I mean, I just can't believe all the things, all the different moving parts of this situation. Look, E11 said she wants to thank the person that sent her something earlier. Don't want to out you, because, yeah, people are scared to get outed. They literally put it in the damn, sometimes in the little subject line. Please don't say this who this is from, but, you know, for whatever. That's really sad. So whoever sent E11 a little something, as Sue would say, thank you. This gave JY and his codependent the perfect excuse to grift and not visit. I mean, Anne, I miss all of your excellent points that I miss. Exactly. That's such a beautiful way to sum it up. And that's sad when you go through life looking for ways to capitalize on things that happen. Oh, like, I mean, it was probably like a light bulb over his head the second Cody got a text being like, yo, the cops are here looking for you, from his mom, you know? Because that's all we saw, remember? You know, that's all you saw. And then, so that turns out to be the only true thing about this entire scenario. Isn't that something? Allegedly, in my opinion. That's crazy how that works. Oh, thank you, Nurse Jen. I shout this from me, from the rooftops. Fuck 'em. And happy late Canada Day. If I didn't tell y'all yesterday, I remember to tell my coworkers. I can't remember if I told y'all, but thank you, Nurse Jen. Thank you. Let's see. What if John is doing the death threats because he knows Cody is going to do a little time in his drunk mind? He wants to do that. I mean, at this point, we could all make up our own. You know, do you remember like the DVDs back in the day, and you could choose your own ending? Like, this is just what this shit feels like. I feel like they're trying to like, that's what they do over there. I mean, just because we were just as frustrated, you know, people getting threatened all the time and getting wrongly fucking accused, of course it's going to make people want to be like, fuck that shit, I didn't do it, and I'm going to prove it. Watch. Hold on 1 second. Of course, everybody, I'm sure people that don't even come out of the bushes was trying to FOIA that shit for themselves. I mean, seriously. But damn sure not going to try to say that people did it that has zero to do with it. So we looked, found it, and oh my God, the conspiracy still, they knew about it. They knew. My favorite line ever is that Maria would know exactly how I would react. She knew I would issue out death threats. So that's why they were all in on it together. Because they knew that would be the one thing that would make me start doling out death threats. What? Are you fucking kidding me? Again, please go tell this to a judge. I cannot wait to hear this shit. Oh my gosh, thank you, Jody. Thank you. Again, I'm going to give you another. So, yeah, stew on that. Just marinate on it for a second.
Elevate scrotum with a towel roll while laying down, which I've been doing. Elevate scrotum with a towel roll while laying down, which I've been doing. Elevate scrotum with a towel. Elevate scrotum with a towel. Scrotum, scrotum, scrotum. Scrotum, scrotum, scrotum. Elevate scrotum with a towel roll while laying down, which I've been doing.
What I've been doing. Thank you for everybody that sent a super chat since the last time I sent that. That was for everybody. And gosh, it's been a minute since I played that. I just found it appropriate, darlings. But anyway, so Mario, you're crazy, girl. Margo's had like 15 mimosas, everybody. And it's her birthday, so if y'all are just coming in, tell her happy birthday. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, I'm going to jump off of here. I want to say thank you so much for everybody for coming. That's pretty much all I had to say. I feel like I'll be talking in circles like somebody that we know if I keep saying things over and over, or a couple people that we know for that matter. I think I've said what I had to say. Remind me if I haven't. That's the roach dance when the pest can try. Annie, I miss you. I just love that I'm seeing all of y'all back in chats. I am just elated to seeing all you guys coming back. Yeah, exactly, Lindsay. But anyway, I appreciate everybody coming. Please hit the like if you guys don't mind, and don't believe everything you guys hear, and definitely don't believe like twisted conspiracy theorists from people that don't even have the decency to tell you it's a little bit more than a $20 pot charge. You know what I'm saying? All right, everybody, have a good day. I'll talk to everybody soon. And I might be back later. Who knows? I mean, anything's possible at this point. So you can marinate on that too. Bye, everybody.